ahead as we have post-election conversations, and we said the only reason why a lot of them are making them accountable for a lot of things going on, and that's reason another reason why. Now, going forward, a lot of times, we had to have, human of the
More like the opposition.
more like the opposite. If we were to look at it generally speaking, politically inexperienced president, imagine, that conversation is there. So that's the thing is, if the large extent, because a lot of people have a lot of, this PDP to just, look at what this PDP, people are not happy. Let's take advantage within the PDP. There's been a lot of upset to zoning situation to the G5, and now the G5 have become a means of the G5 in the past election was huge. Talking about Oyo State and Rivers is the fact that who is that political figure? He was de facto leader. The president, the former president Goodluck Jonathan, rumors that he's now in the people in the PDP. The PDP is not full of mediocres. Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, former vice president, one way or the other. But the judge is also there. So a chief stake. In the last elections, he was barely heard. Something at the core of the PDP that's about the PDP in Lagos that is being run by the leader of an to win Lagos State. That's why we need to talk about the reason some people of our administration or a lot of where 12 days the APC ground
where it was where there were a major part of
2 years this would have been done, and because of that some people were still comfortable then. So if now we're talking of cash scarcity, we're talking of things are even getting worse if you ask me. So why begin to look away from the PDP and move on to another of a vibrant opposition? And in America, for example, they're so easy. You see, over the years, like it's an unspoken rule. Once the Democrat has another Democrat or a Republican handing over to another Republican person. And that's what has been, at the last one. And then she also couldn't. Why we're having this conversation once again is the APC now has been able to hand over to itself again to another. There's no checks. Why do we always have it so easy? People go into the house and then what's the way forward for them? What can they do within themselves opposition in the next electoral cycle?
Of course, the PDP as an opposition, I think, and I'll tell you why. And basically, it is important that people pay attention to it. He was a child of necessity. People said, some former President Olusegun former President became the president, and the problem of the PDP started with the way Obasanjo handled
the beginning of the foundation. At no point in the foundation.
We'll do a quick read, just a little. You permit me. The PDP post constitution on how to run the party.
Yes.
But I can tell you, Sandra, PDP already had, how were those chairmen removed? Overall of chairmen during his tenure as president, really. That was when the party started to have. So there was a constitution, but the person that good books, you were going to leave. And I'll give you an example of people to pursue his presidential ambition, and he ran against you. And after he had a problem with Olusegun, emerged. The reason why Gemadi was also removed was because he party. The same thing Chief Audu Ogbe was taken to his house. Himself and Chief Olusegun read of not following the rules of engagement. He got frustrated eventually when where things he also breeded himself. So when he was no longer the president, but he still wanted to be in control, I support Goodluck Jonathan for a second term. And so what I'm saying, a good constitution, but fortunately, the party was, and that is the story of the PDP today. The president, nobody was ready to follow it. Committees were set up, no chairman. Is that the way it is in the PDP constitution?
So are you saying that since nobody has refused to bail the cat, everybody agrees that PDP then, Obasanjo in one way or the other, East as his running mate, he won the election. He also had an anointed successor who did not last up to being probably the best president.
But we didn't see too much of him.
We didn't see too much of him. So one way or the other, to correct whatever ill that
after Yaradua, what became of the PDP?
Okay, no, that's why I'm going to PDP to the APC, because that's part of the issues. For up until now, we still have that power tussle. Can we be saying that Nigeria now we have a bad foundation?
Of course, what you put on it is going to come down. So what I'm saying is that look, the PDP
post Yaradua. post Yaradua.
Yes, let's go to Goodluck Jonathan.
Aim Pius Aim.
Yes.
We have Vince for you to write whatever is happening in the
National issue.
No.
You know, I'm talking about. Yes, it's a foundational issue.
Foundation
No. Until maybe the leadership of the party. Right?
Shouldn't have brought
So when you say leadership, now we are one of the leaders of the party.
the same one who comes every 4 years.
Well,
There are some people that would say that Alhaji Atiku Abubakar is
It's also subject to a lot of interpretations. Of Alhaji Atiku Abubakar to the PDP. Wike would have rest left, Dino Milaya and the rest. He remained in the PDP. That in fact they were aside in the PDP because he has from day one he has always been a member of now. It's clear. We have two factions. Let's just so these two factions need to
cut you short. Whenever I asked you this question, is that the Labour Party right now, what on Peter Obi?
Now let me tell you.
The most important thing to him in the world, and that he would be able to do that.
Well, sometimes people just president under the platform of this party. But going forward, do that from his passion for the country to say, okay, if
the PDP
is not against a very grounded, what experience who understands the politics and the Peter Obi came from the PDP, one of the minuses. Labour Party was able to gather. Repeat Obi now. Yourself, I will keep asking again. The political wisdom out about the ability of the Labour Party to sustain the momentum. Is that look, the Labour Party, it would have been the same thing.
It would have been both parties.
Because Peter Obi decided to join that party when he left the PDP.
Just 2019,
yes.
Yeah.
And he wasn't able to really build that youth movement. Someone to give their mandate to it.
Someone else, anyone else.
Look, when the NSAS look for a way to be a part of the system,
go to the
that move PDP, they were not. So they were looking for an alternative.
Agree now.
Yes.
Based on your hypothesis now, are we agreeing that it's so much desired? Because momentum as this, a big figure as regards democracy, the face of democracy, that made that difference. It couldn't have been someone else.
No, it could have been someone else, but I message easily. The message of prudent. I think they liked that
it was new.
It was not for him. I must say.
You are saying that it has nothing to do in this now.
Yeah.
The reason why Peter Obi left the Atiku Abubakar made his declaration.
That it gets open, because Peter Obi was hoping the zone to the southeast was going to come up. So, in fact, if it had been zoned to...
Thank you. So basically, from all that we have said so far, because I need to play so far, is that...
to get it right at 3 levels. First,
thank you.
They said that, look, they did it because they knew Atiku was going to take it. Been this vocal that, hey, no way, why did you have to throw it open? He kept quiet. Because the micro zone he didn't want.
Because
he was interested. He was not really comfortable with it. And all of it was to allow a northerner emerge.
Run it. So aside from the political gladiators that we have, we're all products of the PDP. Someone called one of the presidential debates PDP. So much conversation, and even the moderator of the supposed debate was the foundation that the PDP has unfortunately not been able to. Are they going to be able to survive all of these issues, wallows it may be right now, and to thrive? It needs a vibrant up. Is it possible that the Labour Party will be able to, was able to change the narrative about national politics now? It's not the state level politics. Wike has to stay. Over the weekend, the national chairman of the bone of contention during the. Let's not forget that what gave birth to the G5, he was not removed. Nothing happened to him, and now. In the surprising turn of events, Tom, the ward chairman, the local government is under the state. The state now reports to the national.
It's from the ward.
That's the structure. The ward chairman, PDP gubernatorial candidate.
They are alleging.
It's okay. Iyorchia Ayu supported the APC spend Iyorchia Ayu. Suspending the national chairman of the party.
You have to go to your ward.
It's the ward. You can't go to national and then open up the phone lines.
It's in this part of the country where you've seen someone, if you're in advanced countries like the sea, and you are the head anyway, are angry. Why are they angry? Before Nanda to make PDP to fail, you remained with the party. You lost your local government, another chairman party. And they know the antics of Ayu. If you know Ayu so claims that he's very close to that, who is that attached to? If the person will, before now, they would have said he left. You have to look for a way how the party can be rebuilt by candidates. So if you watch the pattern of voting, you will understand the workers. I know what happened. Take for example, say, well, some people are bought from, there's no need. You don't say he is the president. Then in the next 2 days, nobody has picked from. I want to turn to the short statesman. What was his view then? And you see, these are the things to zone. He was one of the major opponents.
Mela 98.3 FM, Ballot 20, the G5. Do you have anything that you'd like to add to the conversation in it? So go straight to the point and let's have your
conversation here.
It is
Wike and Yoshayu. There's no way you can have somebody like Atiku who does not believe in the constitution, even obey the rules of the party. Them to refine at all costs.
he headed, problem in the PDP. Thank God.
I'm calling from Ikoyi now.
All right.
I'm blessed Sandra as well.
Amen.
Party join together with people are saying they are just mere paper. But the election has been done before now. So let us just, I just leaving in my heart now for that election.
Okay.
PDP can never win.
Or
I think that's what he's trying to say.
That's what he's trying to say. Okay, let's take one.
Okay, I'm calling from Papa.
Okay.
On this issue of PDP, and the first mistake they made is to leave that. And it was because of that even this. Yes, and so for that, they are going to ensure that. So it makes the movement more stronger. So, and in terms of Nigerians can be. We should be the opposition, and we should be very objective.
Thank
the
you.
party that, the elected party now.
But today is Monday, so by 4 p.m. you can join Okoyemi at 5:30 for post-election conversations. Be sure to join Sundays 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. depending on what is not. And that's another thing that we also need to look at. If we are always taught, it's very important for us to have a vibrant conversation. And that's it.
Thank you, Sandra.
Do you think whatever they are having?
Leaders to sit back and look at
But
the interest of the
who are
party.
these leaders? But as time goes on, of course, we'll see if at all whatever is happening in the PDP, or we may, or should we start looking at the Labour Party